Okay, whether you're a fan of 70s fashion, 80s music, or 90s movies, you'll all leave here tonight a fan of the next comedian. Make some noise for the one and only DK Phan.
What is going on, guys? Wow. Have you guys noticed that children are giant wieners nowadays? Anyone notice that? I just found out that we stopped giving out interim report cards because we don't want to hurt their feelings anymore. And now we give them progress reports so they can feel like they work in IT and develop depression over time by themselves. Like, I remember when report cards were a time of fear for me. I was always afraid of report cards. One time, when I was 7 years old, I got my grades back, and my English mark in the comments section, it said, DK's English is outstanding. I was like, all right, this is it, this is the one. And I ran home, showed it to my mom, all excited. She looks at it, her English, not so good, right? She's looking at the report card, and she's like, son, what the what outstanding mean? So I was like, Ma, outstanding means really good. It means DK's English is really good. And she looks at me suspiciously, like, okay. And then she signs it and sends me back to school. And then a few weeks later, I come home from school, and my mom, she's in a super great mood. She's dancing on the table. She's got a little envelope in her hand. She's like, son, look, son, the bank say my payment outstanding. So I was like, Mom, when the bank says the payment's outstanding, it means your payments are bad, they're late. And then she was like, what have two meaning? You the liar, bad boy. Go outside, stand in the corner, look at the wall. I was like, this is dumb. Why am I getting in trouble because English screwed up? But my mom, she's a really hard worker, right? Like, she did her due diligence, so she looked up the word in the dictionary. So she came back out a few minutes later, and she was like, I make the joke so funny. Look who outstanding now. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for applauding a grammar joke at the end of the day. And my dad, he was also a really hard worker. My dad was an electrician during the day, and then at night, for the family business, he opened up a kung fu school for two reasons. One, he wanted to spend more time with me after work, right? And two, he found out I was getting bullied at school, so he wanted to teach me how to defend myself. But when he opened the school, what happened was all the bullies from the neighborhood joined the school. And we gotta pay rent, right? So my dad ended up teaching all the bullies how to beat me up faster and more effectively while he watched and corrected them if I didn't cry hard enough. I feel like every generation feels like they are the strongest generation, and they always judge the ones that come after it. I saw my grandpa a little while back. He likes to judge me on everything I do. I sat down with him for dim sum. He doesn't even say hi to me. He's just like straight to judgment. He sat me down and was like, when I was your age, I already had a house and a family. You young people now have no idea how to spend your time and money. And I was like, first of all, Grandpa, when you were my age, the prices on the Monopoly board were accurate, okay? Like, you could buy a house for $200. Rent was $4 in a crummy part of town. Your landlord was a top hat. You lived in a weird time, okay? Calm down. Like, can you imagine if Monopoly was created in this day and age? It'd be a very different game, right? Like, you'd have to start the game off in teams of 2 or 3 because no one can afford rent by themselves anymore. It's really expensive. Free parking, get rid of that. Luxury tax would just be a picture of avocados. That's why I can't afford a house. The get out of jail free card would have fine print at the bottom that says, does not work if you're not white. Not a very good game. What I think is really cool about this modern age, though, is that we can be a lot more open about mental health issues. Like, back then, it was really awkward to do it. Like, I remember trying to open up to my dad about having depression in my early 20s. I called him over and I was like, Dad, hey, listen, can you sit down for a sec? I think I have a case of the SADs. Like, I'm getting bullied at work, I'm shy and awkward, I can't find a girlfriend, I barely have friends, I'm really lonely. Dad, I think I have depression. And no parent wants to see their child suffer, right? So my dad, he pulled me in close, gave me a hug, held me by the shoulders, looked me in the eye, and he was like, son, I think I have depression too. And I was like, really, Dad? And he's like, yeah. When I was your age, I had to fight the communists in the Vietnam War. and they captured me. Yeah, don't laugh at that part, guys. They captured me and they put me in a concentration camp where every day they would beat me, they tortured me, they starved me. You know, I watched my friends and my family die in front of my eyes. Son, I escaped. And I got in a boat, I came to Canada, met your mom, and I have depression because despite everything that this country has given me, my son still grew up to be a little bitch. Guys, you've been so much fun. My name's DK Phan. Thank you so much.